Literally 1 second before I pressed record, I forgot what I was supposed to say. But I remember what I'm supposed to say now, and that is I do my low, my high, my act of kindness. So, what was my low yesterday? Let's see. I guess my low was the times that technically it did rain. Because usually, I mentioned yesterday's weather was like really cloudy. Like, gray skies, but it felt like really warm. Even the breezes felt warm, which I really like that weather. But when it actually did rain, and albeit it really wasn't that much, although it definitely rained last night. The fact that it rained at all, I guess, is pretty bad. See, my high yesterday, no question, I got to see my folks last night. Also compliment with the fact that I got to have my mom's mac and cheese. Yes. With the don't worry, even though I'm a grown man, I'm still a good little boy. So my mother made vegetables. She actually made sauteed Brussels sprouts, which I love Brussels sprouts. I mean, I can see why some people don't like Brussels sprouts because the name is not the most enticing name of a vegetable. But I like them. I don't like them. I love them. I do. I'd eat Brussels sprouts like they were. I'd eat my mother's Brussels sprouts like they were candy if it was possible. I love them so much. Then again, I really like all vegetables. And my act of kindness, pure and simple. I actually helped my mom make dinner. I mean, really all I did was just put the mac and cheese in the oven and turn on the oven. That's really all I did. And yes, you heard right. My mom wanted me to put the mac and cheese in the oven because she already made it and she put it in the refrigerator. She just wanted me to put it in the oven to get things started, which that was fine. All in all, it was a very wonderful night. It was with my folks. Got to watch TV with my parents and. Yeah, let's get started with what I do have to say, which is everything happened yesterday. So, good morning and happy Friday, everybody. It's Friday, which means I'm going to be eating myself some Ritas today. Yes. And, right. So, I guess one thing I could definitely talk about is, foremost, yesterday's episode of Hot Ones, which, really was nice to learn more about Dan Levy and who he is. Foremost, that the show that he and his father, Eugene Levy, co-created was over. It reached its 6th and final season already. So, congratulations on that, right? Which, of course, Sean asked a couple questions on. Actually, one question that Sean did ask is about Oversyndication, I think. I hope it's the right word. Basically, a show can go through bad times or, rot, if you will, if it keeps running for longer than it really needs to. And, Dan addressed, it was time for the show to end. So that was really good. And from what I hear, I never really watched it, but I heard good things, and I can only presume that it ended on a happy note. Although, from what Dan Levy did say, is that there's some sort of Easter eggs and stuff, things that you really wouldn't normally pay attention to, but when you do, it actually gets to be pretty like some Easter eggs and stuff is what ended up happening, which that's pretty cool, right? What else did he talk about? Well, just like every other celebrity, he struggled when he got to the bomb, but I've yet to find anyone who, yeah, I can't really think of many people who actually took on the bomb and thought it was, it's nothing. Yeah, that ain't happening. So, that was, sorry, that was quite an interesting morning. Yeah, it was like morning, afternoon when I watched it in its entirety. So, yeah, that was fun. I guess I could also talk about I could talk about the Celebrity Watch Party, which I watched again last night. One thing I have noticed about watching Celebrity Watch Party is, well, outside of the fact that it's sort of addressing the fact that, they're regular people just like us, is the fact that they're starting to do like some shows that they already shown them watching on Celebrity Watch Party. But, the shows they watched last night, oh, man, I didn't go to bed that late. I think it was like 10:30 or something. Oh, so, right. They watched Labor of Love, which is basically The Bachelor, only if the winner gets to marry this woman who wants to immediately have children, I guess. Hostile Planet, which showed adorable little penguins. Adorable little penguins in a hostile planet. That was quite fun. The penguin trying to fight off against that one, like, sea lion or whatever that was. Like, that was awesome. Like, go! Alright. I was like, awesome! Like, you tell that sea lion off, you little penguin, you. That was awesome. Okay, Say I Do surprise weddings. That was, okay, so here's how the premise of this works. Apparently, like, when a couple planned a wedding and something went horribly wrong and ultimately ruined it, even though the important thing is that they have each other, there's got to be, like, a surprise, like, do-over, right? So, yeah. Honestly, it was weird. Between, like, what was going on when doing the Say I Do surprise weddings and how some of the celebrities are reacting to it, I gotta say, I got kind of emotional watching it as well. I mean, a part of me understands why. I mean, let's be honest, I'm a single loser who has no girlfriend. But joking aside, I know my day will come. And let's say that I am, I'll meet someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I know it's going to happen. Hold on. That was me knocking down a wooden stand right there. Right. I actually meant to say this back when we were still in Pride Month in June. But, I admit, again, I'm straight. I always want to make that, because, someone's always going to try and say otherwise. Because, it's the internet. They always do that sort of thing. But, I do have much support in the LGBTQIA community. And the way I see it is, let's say that, yes, I am in fact a loser who will never know what love is, will never get married, all other stuff. Let's say that ends up being true. If that is the case, then I'll be darned if I let that happen to anyone else. That's why, again, I support the LGBTQIA community. Because even though I'm a loser who doesn't know what love is, it doesn't mean that I should not help anyone else who's desiring it, that's fine. I mean, I'm cool with that. Super helpful. So, right. Anyway, what else do they watch? Good Morning on the RV travel during the pandemic, which, fun fact, at one point my parents actually were considering on buying an RV. Yeah, they were going to do that when they retired, but ultimately, they have Cuco Lake. Why would they want to buy an RV? But, you never know. Although, it does bring up one other thing, because my mother watches a lot of, like, Celebrity House Hunters, the Property Brothers, all that stuff. One idea my mom actually had is, because here's what they ultimately want to do. Ultimately, they want to tear down my place at my father's family size cottage and, build from the ground up and make it a place that you could live in year-round. Much like what my late grandfather did on the west side of Keuka Lake near Hammondsport. And one idea that my mom had, at least for me, even though I'd rather not do that, is a tiny house on the side. But really, I have no desire to live in a tiny house. Plus, if it keeps me far away from the water, I don't want to do that. So, the thought is there, but come on, if I'm living in Keuka Lake, I want to be near the water. We all want to be near the water. We all want to have property near the water because we can immediately go swimming if we want to, or if we have a boat, we can immediately use it, all that stuff. So, the revenge prank, which involves, some guy pranks his little brother putting a snake in his room. So what do? You get a fake Russian mob thing going on. That was wild. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I said earlier that they watch his shows that were previously seen on Celebrity Watch Party, and one of them, Dr. Pimple Popper, which, that was cool. I was actually eating a couple of crackers and cheese as I was watching that part. I'm like, and like the pus is going out of the guy's head. That was awesome. Like, I can't not watch, man. I mean, it's weird. That doesn't gross me out, but botch kind of does. I really need to search myself on that one. And finally, an old Stephen King classic, Misery, which, hey, there's a reason why I love Kathy Bates, man. Misery just further proved why. Kathy Bates is awesome. In fact, Misery is actually where she got her Oscar from. Yeah, a lot of people remember that part, but yeah, Kathy Bates actually won her an Oscar for doing Misery. Yeah, that's what happened. And that's pretty much what everyone else watched. Again, I visited my folks last night. We had my mom's mac and cheese. Yes. You gotta do yes every time you have that, man. Mom's mac and cheese is awesome. And, it's so awesome I did a Mom Food Chronicles on it, which you should be watching, by the way. Anyway, in terms of what's going on this weekend, I don't really know, because the weather is still exactly like what it was yesterday. I mean, nothing but gray skies, but when I walk out, it's going to feel awfully nice, as it should. Other than that, I don't really know what else is going to be, going on. If I were to make an educated guess, because here's the thing, my family and I like to coordinate when we're going up to the lake, just so, we can all maintain how nice and neat it is up there. Because here's the thing, taking care of and maintaining a cottage is actually kind of hard to do. You gotta make everything clean, and plus, we may have company come up. I don't really know. But whatever it is, we'll see it through, I guess. Really, the only things that we have to look forward to this upcoming weekend is new episode of Amphibia, which I'm already loving season 2. And one thing I don't think I brought up is the fact that I noticed an increase in quality overall. Not a great, it was subtle, but subtle in a way I'm like, okay, now I see it, I like this. So, yeah, Summer 11 Amphibia Season 2. Cannot wait for anything more. You can't wait for any more. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm so excited. But here's the thing. One of the shows I watch on YouTube is the Roundtable. And one of the people who does the Roundtable is a guy called Ostrich Vox. And he actually here's the thing. I don't really spoil any sort of what episodes are coming up or whatever. But if what he said was true, when we get to episode 6, which is going to be mid-August actually, it's going to be a huge spoiler of it. It's going to be a huge event. But I guess the only thing we can do right now is wait week to week, which I'm actually kind of glad. The more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, doing the entirety of the first season in the way that it did was a bit excessive. I was able to talk about it, pretty handily, and I had a pretty good grasp on what was going on. But, yeah, this is a little bit better. We can sort of, give us a week to sort of recover and process what we saw. Give us some time to think, okay, that happened. I wonder what's going to happen next. Stuff like that. Although, let's be honest, as much as I want to deny it, I'm just saying it right now. Anne's eyes glow blue. Observation hockey confirmed. What can I say? I'm a One Piece fan. That's just how it works. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms. Turn on the YouTube. I'm very humble to make this video for all you guys watching the show today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, I'm going to be here for London here, and I'll always be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.